Have you ever stood somewhere and felt the energy of what once happened there? The pain, the courage, the change that followed? That's what it feels like to stand here on the fields of Gettysburg. This is where the Battle of Gettysburg reached its final decisive moment, where thousands fell, and yet where the story began. I came here today not to dwell on war, but to remember that even after our hardest battles, within and without, peace can rise again. Hi, I'm Sheila, a certified stress management coach, here to help you stress less and find more peace. Before we begin, let's take a 5-second breath together. It only takes about 15 seconds. That can change everything. We're going to breathe in for 5. We're going to hold for 5. And now we're going to let go for 5. Now, before we move on, let's send out a wave of peace to the world and to all who need it right now. May calm find them just as calm is finding us. As we stand here near the Copse of Trees, known as the high water mark of the Confederacy, this place reminds us that life too reaches moments where struggle meets surrender. From this ground, we can draw timeless lessons for the battles we fight within ourselves. Lesson 1. Every battle begins with a belief. In July of 1863, both sides believed their cause was right. But belief without peace leads to destruction in our own lives. When we cling too tightly, being right when our minds and hearts are at war with themselves, we too lose the calm within. Peace asks us to step back, breathe, and see from a higher view. Lesson 2. The strongest defense is grounded presence. Union soldiers held firm right here along the cemetery ridge, not through chaos, but through grounded strength and discipline. In stress management, we find the same truth. Your calm presence is your strongest defense. When life's pressures advance towards you, hold your inner line with breath, awareness, and boundaries. Lesson 3. Even after the storm, peace can grow again. After Pickett's charge, right here where we are, the fields were silent, and over time, nature, as it always does, began to heal. Grass grew where gunfire once raged. Birds returned, and so can we. No matter what conflict of stress you've faced, peace is always waiting to rise again within you. If you've ever felt like your life has been a battlefield, remember that even here, in a place once torn apart, the land now holds silence, beauty, and peace. You can too. If this message brought you a moment of calm, subscribe for more ways to stress less and find more peace. And if you'd like to explore your own stress patterns, take my free house stress RU test. You'll find the link to it and to my other freebie and offers below in the description and pinned comment. In peace, and until next time. And now, for the history enthusiasts, before we end today, let's honor what's happened here. The Battle of Gettysburg was fought over 3 days, July 1st, July 2nd, and 3rd, 1863, the bloodiest battle ever fought on American soil. Day 1, Confederate crosses approached from the west and north, pushing Union troops back through the streets of Gettysburg to the high ground south of town. By nightfall, Union soldiers held defensive positions along Cemetery Hill and Cemetery Ridge ground that would prove vital. Day 2, General Lee attacked both Union flanks, leading to desperate fighting at places forever remembered: Little Round Top, Devil's Den, the wheat field, and the peach orchard. The Union line bent, but it did not break. Through courage, strategy, and fierce determination, they held the Red Ridge once more. Day 3. In a final effort, General Lee ordered Pickett's charge, which is right straight across there, an assault of nearly 12,000 men across open fields towards this very spot, the Copse of Trees on Cemetery Ridge. The attack was met with overwhelming fire. Those who reached the stone wall were quickly surrounded, and within an hour, the charge collapsed. Half of the Confederate soldiers who advanced did not return. Here, at this moment, the Confederacy's greatest hope turned to retreat. It became known as the high water mark of the Confederacy, the furthest point they would ever reach. This battle became the turning point of the Civil War. For the first time, the momentum shifted firmly to Union. But more than that, it became a spiritual turning point for the divided nation. From these fields of loss arose the call for unity and freedom, a step toward the nation's healing and toward peace that would take generations to realize. Today, standing here in the stillness of Gettysburg, we're reminded that victory is not just about winning a battle, but about restoring balance, learning from struggle, and creating space for compassion to grow. Where battle once raged, the whisper of wind now carries peace. May we each find that same stillness within, again, in peace, and until next time. And right now, I'll go ahead and show you around. So this is the Copse of Trees. Wait. Sorry about that. See? Straight over there is a monument. You can see it. Okay. Here. It's here.
of that moment.